sing about issues on this album that we haven't sung about before. Our past records have been geared toward church and big picture Christianity, the kingdom of God and revival. This album deals with issues everyone has gone through at some point. We sing about fear. The album title, Collide, is about that very thing. What do you do when you're a believer, wanting to live in faith, but you're bombarded with fear every day? Said John Cooper in an interview with Brio magazine. Hey everyone, this is Nathan. Welcome to a new episode of Skillet September, and this is the album review of Collide. Like, comment, subscribe if you want more content like this. This interview and album would define the Skillet sound and message. At this point, they had worship songs that were packed as rock songs. With albums like Alien Youth and Invincible and Hey You Are Your Soul. Collide would really break away from that, and it was where you really had true rock songs, not songs packaged as rock songs. I've been listening to this Skillet a while, and Collide really was what hooked me to its odd sound from 2004. This was released by Ardent Records and later re-released as Lava Records after they left Ardent, and where they would add Open Wounds, which is the main album that you usually get is the Lava albums, Lava Records one. This song would later become Monkey the Iceberg. At the time, the group would consist of John Corey Cooper, Ben Kasica, and Laura Peters. Before Ben Kasica would be replaced by Seth Morrison and Laura Peters replaced by Jen Lager. Future albums. This album art is a sign of what the album is. It's a lot. Honestly, to me, a lot of album art is just a band or their face, or just text, or random pictures. But this one, that really shows the album. It's, I guess it's a clothing stand for making dresses. With that dress or shirt being made with wings strapped to it and other stuff around, like it's up on a closet or an attic, and with the hair it looks like a snake. And Drunk Cooper going to say about the album art that when faith and fear collide, God will be our anchor, basically describing what the album would be. Honestly, my favorite song on this album would have to be Imperfection. It's really a song about image and self, where we feel like we're unloved, broken, part of others' expectations, and we should be looking at God's. I really like that album. It's got a lot of screaming vocals in it, but I really like it. Another one would be Forsaken, a song about working relationships and once your relationship with God. It's really the point where the message of God would be there, but it was more in like the B plot of the song, while the A plot was the message. While some people don't like that point of writing music, Skillet really wasn't trying to cater to the Christian crowd. They were more or less trying to cater to everyone. I just love this album sound too. It's like the guitar riffs and like the loud vocals. Not as many soft vocals, but there's also less keyboard and more riffs. A very Devil Rapata seeming album. According to Splash and Warp on Amazon Reviews, this album is a step between Alien Youth and Comatose. Feels like they didn't know which kind of music they wanted to play and then where they wanted to go in the future. This album is really full of great ideas, but every song someone thinks goes right for me. It's a cool album, but even Alien Youth is way better than this. That's once Comatose, Awake and Rise. I'd have to disagree, really. I don't dislike Alien Youth, but I'm more fun listening to that one, really, because I find weird gems on this album. Like, when I was listening to it, I couldn't recognize. I just had it on shuffle, and these songs from this album would come up, that and Invincible, and I didn't recognize them at first. But yeah, Invincible and Collide really would be the step in the right direction, while Alien Youth would be a step back. But this really was that hand going for the handshake to make Comatose. But yeah, also, I gotta say, any of the comments or anywhere, there's something on SputnikMusic.com. He's just satisfying the comment said, "It's not a secret that Skillet is well expanded these days, both in general music scene and in very heavy mainstream rock scene. And indeed they are a very divisive band, most love and hate them, with very little in the middle ground. Being someone who does not consume primarily mainstream rock, especially that of the Christian rock variety." Okay, I'm gonna say I liked Unleash at first, I still like it, but it's not one of my favorite albums. Um, but it's this review of this Sputnikmusic.com. There's 2 reviews of this on that website, but clearly he has a point of view where he doesn't like Christian music, um, which I get. Go religion, but there are religious bands like Demon Hunter that are in the mainstream that give a message but aren't hated. But like, I don't like a lot of worship music. I don't mind it, but it's really not my cup of tea. Also, Skillet fans, good grief. Um, you guys are the funniest in the comments. Like, you're like, oh, this quote's wrong. Oh, this verse is wrong. I really hope I don't get that on these, especially when I get to the more popular stuff. Like the cool thing about Skillet fans, you guys like the older music. You like the Star Trek fans where it's like, it was a thing. Like you push past it and when it's brought up, you're like, oh yeah, it's kind of cool. That's what I kind of like. I really can't remember any of the other songs except for Open Wounds and Forsaken Under My Skin. I can't remember anything else. It's those early Skill albums were really a toss bag, and I really wish they do a throwback album or like a celebration of being around. I think their anniversary's coming up, or it's already passed. But if you guys enjoy this review, check out my other Skillet reviews. I have them in a playlist. You can go check them out. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Stay rooted and rock on.